Hello, let's make a painting and excuse me. What is gonna be, what is gonna be. Alright, let's splash the water and see what the painting want to transform. Maybe here. Alright, let's start with the brown. I think I have a general idea. Couple lines, couple bushes, maybe trees. We'll see what they're gonna. No, trees. It's already decided. The very left tree that is forming, that's more than enough for me. I pretty much cleared the brush on the foreground. Let's take a blue. And it's gonna be pretty busy. Pretty busy sky. I will make some clouds there by simply just making everything, the sky around the clouds, and just let it blend so it can become natural. Clouds are beautiful, very abstract. Well, probably the most abstract thing, so I will let it blend by itself. I don't want to force that. Now, a lot of brown in the midground and the foreground, so I'm gonna have to break that monotonous there. And in general, everything is so busy right now. We need to find a calm down spot on the whole thing happening. I will take some black wash, try to form the horizon line and maybe some of the midground. And of course, that's gonna give me opportunity later to grow up some plants. All right. Instead of drawing shadow, I will have some kind of paddles of water, and I'm gonna blend that with very light blue. And I think I'm gonna use. I'm not sure it's a river, but there is gonna be a water there. But that's gonna calm down the whole situation. And I'm gonna make slow transition between the ground and the sky. Try to piece out the whole painting because it's very busy. Look at the sky. The sky, by the way, start forming pretty well. I'm happy with this. Alright, maybe saturate a little bit more. So it's gonna come from the middle and going on the right side. And the trees at this point are very clear on the background. I like when the painting is cooperate a lot. This one pretty much told me what you want to be, so I don't have to search that long. I don't have to do much. Take the multiple brush and make a reflection on the ground. And pretty much moving up and down, left and right. I barely push, by the way. Barely push the painting. Alright, take the palette knife and make a couple lines so we can form 3 layers of this. Midground, foreground, and horizon. And clear brush, and I want to calm down everything. Now, of course, this brush, I mean, I can clear as much as I want, but still you're gonna have some kind of different shades under it. You can't remove it. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for calm down, very peaceful, something to balance all the busyness in the sky, the background. I'm just going to repeat the process. Now, while I'm doing that, I'm thinking about it. Should I emphasize a little bit more on the trees or not? Or should I add some kind of detail on the midground? The sky is fine. I'm not going to touch the sky. So the sky is already did his job. And everything is blending well. So maybe I should go with the trees. Mm, and then take some of the brown that we started earlier and start making a very, very tall. Well, it's not a grass, I guess. It's more like a twigs. I'm gonna push up. Now the brown is gonna blend well too. And I'm gonna emphasize with it on the trees too. The light is coming from the right side, so whatever we saturated is gonna be on the left side. Alrighty. Now clear brush again, because everything on the river is blending. So a multiple time I'm gonna clean and let it blend over and over, so I can have very light effect, but I also want to keep some of the different colors under it. Alright, let's take the palette knife. Pushing up some of the twigs, so and this time I'm gonna push harder because I want to have more and more detail. On the foreground, it's gonna be some kind of a tall grass. Alrighty. Let's do that. And now I'm gonna scrap some of the paint on the foreground, so we can have a nice reflection and that flickering effect that the water forming when it's playing around. So I'm gonna work with that a little bit. And also that's gonna give us a very nice accent of our painting. It's gonna simulate movement over there by simply pushing the palette knife and dragging around. And doesn't have to be controlled at any point because it's a water. This thing do whatever she want to do. Alright. Now, since everything can blend pretty well on trees, I'm gonna take clear brush and start removing some of the paint so we can form some branches on the front. The trees are on the front, maybe a little bit on the back. It's not a forest, definitely. It's just a bunch of trees here and there hanging around. A little bit more. And there you go. Watercolor, abstract, landscape.